Hello. I had some time on my hands today, so what I thought I would do, since I was a victim of police abuse, is I'd go through YouTube and find some obvious police abuse cases. And the ones you're going to see here are obvious ones that got a lot of attention either on news broadcasts or from First Amendment auditor type people. And that's the only reason you see these here. Trust me, there is a lot more going on than what we see here. There are cops getting away every day with their little God complex that when they put on a uniform that we pay for, and they live in houses that we pay for.
Texas police officer shown throwing a girl to the ground and pulling a gun on other teens at a pool party has resigned. The incident happened over the weekend in a Dallas suburb. Officer Eric Casebolt in McKinney, Texas. The police department there was caught on camera in a confrontation with teenagers at a pool party. He had been on administrative leave since the video came to light.
And they drive cars that we pay for, and their clothes they're wearing, their underwear or their panties, whatever it is, we pay for.
This is Taya Graham reporting for the Real News Network in Baltimore City, Maryland. I'm standing right here on the blood of another victim of police brutality.
And we pay taxes, and it pays for all of this for these officers. Well, a lot of times they'll say, well, I pay taxes too. Well, the fact of the matter is, no, they don't. They don't. They pay their taxes with the taxes we paid them. They generate no independent wealth that they pay taxes on.
Over 8 hours of footage has been released by the Providence Police Department showing what happened in July when cops detained 3 teenage suspects. Several of the 41 videos now available for public viewing shows Officer Domingo Diaz allegedly punching an already restrained juvenile until he is pulled away by a fellow officer. Moans and crying can be heard on the video. After he is moved, Diaz walks back.
So when they say, "Oh, I pay taxes too," yeah, they're paying taxes with the taxes we've already paid them. So anyway,
teenager attacked by an officer at the Warren jail is going on the offensive, taking the city to court for tens of millions of dollars. New lawsuit says the city should pay, arguing the other officers seen in the video were not trying to stop the attack, but were instead part of it.
I'm going to put this out here for you, being a victim of police abuse myself. And I found out in North Carolina that you cannot get a hold of videos like they do in a lot of other states where it's open records or a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. In North Carolina, you cannot get that video of anybody else unless you are the subject of that video. Okay.
I want to take you to Toledo, Ohio now. A police officer on paid leave after a routine traffic stop takes a nasty turn. The police department is saying that they've investigating how the incident escalated after a man confronted the officer who had just pulled over the man's daughter-in-law. It ends with the man, his girlfriend, a 14-year-old son on the ground, cuffed, and the officer aiming his stun gun at them. Watch here.
Okay. I've gone to court on this. I tried to get a video where I saw a Greensboro police sergeant actually throw a black man who was handcuffed behind his back, threw him out of a hospital wheelchair onto the floor. And I tried to get that video, and the judge, a black judge, denied it. Okay, because I wasn't the subject, even though I was in the video and you could hear my voice in that video. So that's the way it goes. So if you are a subject of a police video in Guilford County or Greensboro, and you want to get a hold of that video, let me know. Get in touch with me at skaditch606@gmail.com. And I'll give you the process, or I may even help you along. So once again, that's skaditch 606@gmail.com. Without further ado, let's take a look at some of these people with a God complex here, these officers that wear the clothes we bought them.
In South Whitley, Indiana, near Fort Wayne, that cop just threw that teenage girl to the ground.
How old are you?
18.
Good job. You're going to jail.
The officer said she had been speeding and took too long to produce her ID.
Can you please grab my phone and my license for me?
You're now going to jail. Do you understand? You don't get to sit there and tell me how I'm going to do my job. Do you understand?
This attached to my-
Moments later, the girl's father arrived.
Want to give me her ID, want to give me her registration. So she was assisted out of the vehicle.
Assisted.
About 5 minutes out, maybe 4.
Well, the cop has now been assisted off the police force. It turns out the officer has a history of violence and that city officials knew it in advance. Oops. All of this began when South Whitley officer Brian Schimmel, according to the police report, pulled over high school senior Vivian Augustus for a headlight violation and for going 37 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. The parents of Augustus said she was nervous because she had never been stopped before by police. Officer Schimmel approached and asked her to roll down her window, which she did very quickly. As she was looking for her license, which she had forgotten was attached to her school ID lanyard around her neck, Augustus asked why she was being pulled over, and Officer Schimmel reportedly said that didn't matter. While the teenager was fumbling for her ID and registration, Officer Schimmel opened her car door and told her to get out. Seconds later, as the 18-year-old was still trying to find her ID and registration, Officer Schimmel pulled her out and threw her down. Despite the gas station surveillance camera and the police cruiser dash cam, it was only now after the violent takedown when Officer Schimmel's body camera started recording. You can see the teenager's school ID and driver's license on the ground near her head.
Give me your other hand. It didn't have to be like this. One detained. All right, get up. Roll over on your butt.
I have a knee injury. Please help me up.
Which knee's hurt?
No, I have a knee injury.
Okay, ready? We're going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, up. How old are you?
18.
Good job, you're going to jail.
Well, can you
Refusing to identify.
Can you please grab my things for me?
You're what?
Can you please grab my phone and my license for me?
Yep. Take a seat.
And my keys?
Take a seat.
Schimmel picked up her student ID and driver's license. Then he picked up her cell phone and wallet.
All right, Vivian. Are you injured in any way? Would you like the medics to check you out? Okay. I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, okay? I have to read these to you since you're in custody, all right? This is your Miranda warning. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have them with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you also have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand your rights? Okay, I'm not going to ask you any questions right now. What I am going to tell you is you were pulled over for your speed and your headlight, okay? Your speed was 37 and 30, not that big of a deal, and your headlight was out on your driver's side. Just pulling you over to let you know. If you would have just given me your license and your registration like I asked you to do, you would have gone away with a warning tonight, okay? But however, since you decided to pull this right here,
where you don't want to comply, you don't want to give me your ID, and you think you're going to run the scene, you're now going to jail. Do you understand?
I was trying to give you my ID.
You were not. How many times did I ask you?
I was pulling over.
You were not. I've got a body cam on. It'll show you not pulling your ID out. When I ask you to step out of the vehicle, you step out of the vehicle. You don't get to sit there and tell me how I'm going to do my job. Do you understand?
Sir, step out of the car, please. I am a cop, and you will respect my authority.
This next one is very hard to watch. This is a disabled person purchasing a bicycle in Walmart or Target. I can't tell right now. But he's got his money out. He's trying to purchase this this bicycle, and these cops are indifferent to who he is and his situation. Now, what they could do is offer to help him make his purchase, but they don't do that. They harass him, they drag him outside, and they put him in jail. Now, this could be hard to watch for some folks. So I just wanted to give you a warning about that. This will be the last video in this segment.
Hi, sir. After please. Go ahead and grab all your money. Let's walk out, okay? Go ahead, stop. Stop. You done. After you please, detained and after you leave. Put your money down. You're coming with us, okay? Just put your money down, okay? You're coming with us, okay? We're not here. Gotcha. Take your money out. You're coming with us now, okay?
It just took me a little while.
Gotcha. You took too long. Go ahead and pick your money up.
Yeah, I'm
Take
sorry.
your money up. Do you want to walk us to walk you out, or you want to walk yourself?
But I had it.
Go ahead and put your money up.
I don't know that. I got all the money out.
Go. You have to go.
I just was getting
So go
my
ahead and grab your
money.
money, sir. We're walking out, okay?
Can I please just take
So we're gonna grab the money for you, okay?
Can I please? I got all the
We're
money.
leaving, okay?
Yeah.
And you're going to be identified, okay? And you're going to be issued a criminal trespass that says you can't come back to this business anymore, okay?
I was just getting my money out because I don't want to lose it.
So here's your money.
I keep
Put
it
it in your
tight.
pouch.
Yeah.
Put it up. And let's walk out, okay? Go up the door. Okay. We're walking out, okay?
Wait. I'm calling 911.
That's okay. We're walking out, okay?
I'm calling 911.
We're walking out.
Come on.
We're walking out.
I got my boxes in there.
That's what we're walking out. We'll come back for it, okay?
You're calling 911 now?
What is your accident?
No,
Sit down, man.
I just do nothing wrong.
With you, man. Sit down. Sit. Don't try to hit any of this, okay?
I ain't hitting anyone.
Just sit down.
You're talking to me.
Alright, you got an ID on you, man?
I'm not giving you any idea.
If you don't identify yourself, you're under arrest, okay? Which is it going to be?
You're not police.
Yes, we are. We're out here.
No, you're not. You're security.
No, you got your pin and pad? Yeah, I do. Okay. So what's your name, man?
None of your business.
All right, then you're under arrest. Go ahead, put your hands behind your back. You're refusing to identify yourself, correct?
Who you calling, man? You ain't even
He's calling 911. That's what he said anyway. So yeah, just go ahead and put him in handcuffs because he's refusing to identify himself.
Okay, hold on.
I was just paying. I was just had my stuff locked in my fanny pack, and the security guards came. And I didn't take more time than anyone else. The other ones before me. No, hey, leave it. My name is Matthew McManus. Hey, no, they took my phone. Help!
Okay, ready.
No. I'm at Target on 7 something. Cars that they're beating me up. They won't let me talk to you.
It's Albuquerque Police. He is under arrest. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna identify yourself, sir?
I'm calling 911.
No, you're under arrest now for concealing identity.
No,
You see our badges?
no,
Remember when I told you I was with the police department? You have to
no, I
identify
don't
yourself.
see your badges.
That's his car.
They're on our
That's my
uniforms,
car.
okay? That's your own fault. So now you're going to be charged, okay, with concealing identity, resisting officers, okay?
No,
And you're going to be trespassed so you can never come back here again, okay?
Stand
up.
No, that's not right. I was just paying my things.
Henry,
And I didn't know you were police officers.
Yes, we told you that already.
I didn't see your badge.
Okay, well, we told you, right?
You
We
what?
all have badges. It's not our fault you didn't look, man.
This trial against a former Albuquerque police officer accused of dragging a disabled man out of a Target 2 years ago. After taking the case against Kenneth Skeens on Friday, the jury revealed today it could not reach a verdict. News 13's Natalie Wattis has been following this case from the very beginning. She's live at District Court this evening with the very latest. Natalie.
Dean, the judge declared a mistrial for all 3 counts against Kenneth Skeens.
I think that jury instructions, they struggled with 1 or 2 or 3 jury instructions.
If convicted, Skeens was facing up to 4 years behind bars for false imprisonment, perjury, and making a false report for dragging Matthew McManus out of a West Side Target. But after deliberating Friday evening and throughout the morning, the jury could not reach a verdict.
Just reaction, for being a mistrial today.
Predictable.
The state told News 13 in a statement they are disappointed by today's decision. Both sides say they are now preparing for a retrial. Back to you.
All right, Natalie, thank you. The status hearing in this case is set now for May 17th.